clapperboard forbidden desires of ancient civilizations. Chapter 4: Sacred Love, Pleasure, and Divine Union. In the ancient world, desire was not always hidden. It was not always feared, and it was not always forbidden. Long before strict moral codes and rigid doctrines, many civilizations believed that love and pleasure were sacred forces woven into the fabric of the universe itself. Desire was not a weakness to control, but a power to understand. It was seen as a bridge between the human and the divine, between the visible world and the invisible forces that governed life. In this chapter, we explore a forgotten dimension of ancient history: desire as a sacred language, a ritual expression, and a divine union between body, soul, and cosmos. Before we begin, remember, backhand index pointing right. If this journey through ancient civilizations fascinates you, subscribe to the channel. It's free for you, but it helps enormously to support the creation of new historical documentaries like this one. For ancient peoples, the universe was not born from silence or distance. It was born from union. Creation myths across the world speak of gods embracing, merging, touching, not out of lust, but out of creative necessity. Desire was the spark of existence itself. In these cultures, love was not separate from religion. Pleasure was not opposed to spirituality. They were essential elements of cosmic balance. To desire meant to participate in the rhythm of creation. To love was to mirror the gods. In ancient Egypt, desire was deeply intertwined with life, death, and rebirth. One of the most powerful myths tells the story of Isis and Osiris. After Osiris was murdered and dismembered, Isis reassembled his body through devotion and love. Their sacred union gave birth to Horus, symbol of renewal and rightful order. This act was not hidden. It was celebrated. Temple reliefs depicted divine couples embracing, standing close, sharing intimate gestures. Such imagery was not scandalous. It was sacred symbolism. For the Egyptians, desire was a force of regeneration, echoing the flooding of the Nile and the eternal cycle of nature. Love was eternal life. The Egyptian body was not sinful. It was holy architecture. Priests and priestesses believed that the human form reflected cosmic order. Movement, touch, scent, and ritual adornment were expressions of divine harmony. Even in death, intimacy remained sacred. Tombs were decorated with scenes of affection, family closeness, and symbolic fertility, ensuring continuity in the afterlife. Desire was never detached from meaning. It was ritualized, symbolic, and purposeful. In Mesopotamia, desire was openly celebrated in poetry, ritual, and prayer. The goddess Inanna, also known as Ishtar, embodied love, fertility, power, and transformation. Her hymns speak of longing, attraction, and emotional intensity with poetic elegance. These texts were not hidden. They were sung in temples. Through Inanna, desire was recognized as both creative and dangerous, a force capable of building civilizations or destroying them if misunderstood. Yet it was never denied. One of the most important Mesopotamian ceremonies was the hieros gamos, or sacred marriage. This ritual symbolized the union between heaven and earth, often represented by the goddess and the king. It was not a literal act of indulgence, but a symbolic reenactment of cosmic balance. Through sacred union, the land would become fertile, the people protected, and harmony restored. Desire, once again, was order, not chaos. The Greeks understood desire as a complex and powerful force. Eros was not merely physical attraction. He was a primordial energy that moved gods, heroes, and philosophers alike. In Greek thought, desire could elevate the soul or destroy it, depending on wisdom and balance. Philosophers like Plato described love as a ladder, starting from physical attraction and rising toward truth, beauty, and the divine. To desire was to seek meaning. Across the Greek world, mystery cults explored desire through symbolism rather than doctrine. Initiates experienced rituals involving darkness, light, music, movement, and emotional intensity. These ceremonies were designed to awaken deeper awareness, not to shock or provoke. Desire was transformed into knowledge, intimacy into revelation. The body became a gateway to understanding the soul. In many ancient civilizations, temples were not silent places of restraint. They were vibrant spaces of ritual, music, incense, and movement. Priestesses represented divine principles: fertility, balance, continuity. Their role was symbolic, not exploitative. Every gesture, garment, and ritual act carried meaning. Intimacy, when present, was controlled, sacred, and symbolic, reinforcing the connection between humanity and the divine. Ancient societies did not divide body and spirit as modern cultures often do. The body was a sacred instrument through which divine energy flowed. Breath, posture, movement, and touch aligned humans with cosmic rhythms. Desire was not indulgence. It was participation. Pleasure was not excess. It was harmony. Over centuries, belief systems shifted. Power structures hardened. Mystery turned into law. Symbolism gave way to control. What had once been sacred became suspicious. Desire was no longer a bridge to the divine. It became something to fear. Slowly, pleasure was separated from spirituality, and sacred love was redefined as taboo. Chapter 4 reveals a forgotten truth of ancient civilizations. Desire was not corruption. It was connection. Love, intimacy, and pleasure were once understood as sacred expressions of cosmic balance. They united humans with gods, earth with sky, body with soul. In the next chapter, we will explore what happens when desire is no longer sacred but punished. If this chapter resonated with you, leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. More chapters of this journey are coming.